Today we're going to show you how to start your low poly project. So first thing we need to do is set up our line or stroke color. So we don't want to have a fill, so we're going to set that to no fill. And our stroke color, we want it a color that's going to show up well against our background. So if you're doing a person, a bright pink or a bright green is pretty good. For this, maybe we'll do blue. So blue. Okay. Now we're going to use the pen tool to draw our paths, and we want to draw our shapes so they border on areas of different color or brightness. Okay, so if you look at this orange that's down here, it's kind of darker. You have highlights on the edges. Okay, so we want to draw triangles. So usually I'll just draw an angle like that. Now to deselect your shape, you press the Enter key, and then that lets you draw an angle. Okay. Now these shapes will share borders or sides with each other. Okay, so for example, this side would be shared between this triangle and this triangle. Okay. This line here will be shared between this triangle and this triangle. I'm just going to turn my guides off here. I'll go to Preferences, Smart Guides. I'm just going to turn off my alignment guides. Okay. Oh, made a mistake there because I forgot to deselect my path. Okay. So if there's an area of a bigger area like this, you can draw your shape a bit bigger. So if you look at the shapes that I've drawn, they kind of encompass an area of similar color. Okay, so if you have more detail like on the stem, you're going to have to make your triangles a little bit smaller.
He's actually like for weapons charges, meth, and all that shit. His bails. Best thing, please.
Okay. Now, once you have all your shapes drawn, you're going to have to join your paths together. Okay, so you might want to zoom in. Now you're going to use the direct selection tool, shortcut is the A key, and you're going to select just these end anchor points that you want to join together. Okay, so you see this anchor point is selected, these ones aren't. Okay, that's when you use the direct selection tool. If I hold down Shift, I can select multiple anchor points. Now be aware the last anchor point you select is the one that all of these other anchor points will join to when we use our Align tool. So now we'll go to our Pathfinder, select the Align tab, and we're going to be clicking on Vertical Align Center and Horizontal Distribute Center. So I'll show you what that does. Okay, while it's still selected, you can actually move it and tweak it a little bit. Okay, so direct selection tool, select your paths. And join them together. Select your anchor points, align, join them together. Okay? So it's very important you don't draw like two lines right next to each other. Okay? You have a path that is shared by two shapes. Now up here on my stem, I've drawn a path here, okay, that I don't have anything to join it to. Okay, I want to join this to here, but I need an anchor point there. So if I click and hold on my pen tool, I can select Add Anchor Point, and I can actually add an anchor in the middle of this path, okay, which I can then connect. Okay, that's very important. You don't want to just have your line sort of overlapping without joining to another anchor. Okay. So I have to do something similar over here. Use my Add Anchor Point. It's my direct selection point. Sometimes you have to zoom in quite a bit in order to be able to see, and sometimes you want to move your path. Okay. Okay. So these ones. So you're simplifying your shape sometimes. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. Nope, I accidentally moved an anchor there. That's okay, I'll just add another anchor point here. And I'll add another path. So I'll go back to my pen tool.
Wicked awesome, huh? You always know how to make Minecraft, didn't you?
Okay, so that's basically how you do it.